The power tussle in Labour Party between the Julius Abure-led candidate Achonu and Lamidi Apapa-led candidate Joseph Ukebu over the legitimate flag bearer of the party in Imo State governorship election has been put to rest as Supreme Court yesterday affirmed Achonu's candidacy. A panel of 5 justices led by Inyang Okoro dismissed an appeal brought before it by Basil Maduka against the Labour Party and affirmed that Achonu won the legally conducted primaries by the lawful leadership of the party under Julius Abure and witnessed by the Independent National Electoral Commission. Addressing newsmen in Abuja, the National Legal Officer of Labour Party, Kende Edun, and Counsel to Labour Party, Okudili Anozie, said the judgment also legitimates Abure as the national chairman.
I have refused to join issues with Ukebu and his cohorts because I didn't think it was necessary. Because number one, I was not sued. Number two, I won a free and fair election. Number three, INEC published my name. INEC has not said that I'm no more the candidate. That's when I'll be bothered. I've been concentrating on my campaigns. Because the Imolites are bent on removing the governor, the present APC government in Imo State because of all the atrocities being committed. Anyway, that's another matter. But I want to make it clear now to Imolites because it was a psychological warfare. The whole idea was to make Imolites think that there could be a problem with my candidature. So they will say, oh, if I vote for Senator Achonu, maybe it will be a waste of my vote, be a wasted vote, wasted effort. That was just the psychological warfare that they were waging on Imolites. But thank God, the Supreme Court today laid that to rest. So I'm calling on all Imolites to now come out in their numbers to campaign and champion the cause of taking back Imo for themselves. Because what is happening there is atrocious.
Also speaking, the affirmed governorship candidate of the party, Achonu, said that INEC published his name because he followed due process to win the Labour Party primary, hence the Apex Court vindication of him.
The primaries in Imo State on the 15th of April, where Senator Achonu emerged as the candidate, scoring 304 votes. Some of these people who are now flying around saying they are their candidate scored less than 10 votes. And today, the Lord Justice of the Supreme Court decided that they have just come to waste the time of the court. That the findings of the trial court and the Court of Appeal on the lack of local standard in Maduka is sacrosanct, and there is no reason for them to depart from it. And they cautioned Maduka and Ukaibu, because the Lord Justices find out that even Ikaibu and Maduka, they were colluding, trying to get a positive order of court. Such unprofessional conduct by their lawyers, such detestable act to try to mislead the court. But now their game is up. Our Supreme Court today dismissed the action and held that we should not come before the court. The implication of all this is that all the cases that have been filed by the Apapa group, all the cases that have been filed by Maduka, all of them have been dismissed or struck out. The implication is that our candidate that has been accepted and published by INEC remains the candidate of the party for the November 11, 2023 governorship election in Imo.
Senator Achonu is not only the INEC known candidate, he's the only candidate of the Labour Party for the Imo State governorship election that has been backed by an order of court. As the Federal High Court in Abuja had suddenly declared that judgment has not been appealed up till today, that he is the rightful candidate. The Supreme Court today also acknowledged that by dismissing the so-called person that wanted to be declared as a candidate.
And a contestant in the primary, Basil Maduka, has objected to Achonu's candidature at both the Federal High Court and the Court of Appeal. The Apex Court cautioned the appellant for abusing court process and wasting the time of the courts.